and a hunk series. So Christian girl. I haven't read them actually. Mine, I loved Ronan Markov. That's questionable, but why? Right. The capo you are, Remove the capo you are. Hello my book besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Jaskor and today I'm going to show you all my books that I have here and in my small bookshelf. So in total I have 71 books and majorly it's dark romance genre that I mostly love. So I'm just going to show you all the books. So let's get started. First of all, I am going to show you the books that when I was getting into the reading. So these books I have started. So basically these are the first romance books that I read. The condition are not very good because it's been so long since I have these books. So you can just, I'm gonna show you the condition of these books. Look. I know they have become so old and it's I got these books actually. I got these books from a second hand shop. So I'm just gonna tell you the first book I have here is I Will Love Once Again, No Matter How Much I Still Love You. I love this book. Like, it was an Indian author from Krishna, and I love this book so much. And this was the first book that got me into reading. That the writing style, the everything that the author described, I loved it. And it was basically a young adult book and a romance book. There was no spice in it, but the yearning and everything the book contained is so pretty and so loved. I actually love this book, and this is the one book that got me into reading. The second book I have here is Love Happens, So Does a Breakup. So this book, how much I remember from this book is uh, there are two couples that got into a relationship and they had a breakup, and after that the boy couldn't move on from the girl. So this book revolves around that shit. And this book is from Saurav and is a national bestseller. So there's not much to talk about this book. However, it was my like okay. For me it was 5 out of 2 because it's not so good and I haven't been connected to the characters so much. But yeah, it was, I guess, the physical book was my second read. This physical book was my second read. So yeah. Third, I'm going to show you the series that I love the most, and it's been so long since I have these books. So it is Anna Hunk series. So I have in total offer all the books, the Twisted series and the King of Sin series. I'm just going to show you out. This is the Twisted series I have right now. First book in Twisted series is Twisted Love. Then comes Twisted Games. The Twisted Love belongs to Alex Volkov and Eva Chan's story. And then it comes Twisted Games. That's Reese Larson and Bridget. They revolve around that. And then the third book is Twisted Hate, Jules and Jo's story. And then it comes Twisted Lies, Christian Harper and Stella story. So the 4 books are romance and they have a good concept, and I loved it. I have read the all 4 books of Anaheim. So yes, you should go through it once. Then I have King of Sin series by Anna Honk. And the first book we have here is King of Wrath. I love this book. I actually love this book. This is about Dante Russo and what was the female lead's name? I'm sorry if I forgot it. It's Vivian. Okay, it's Vivian Liu. That's how you pronounce it, right? So this book is arranged marriage trope, and yes, Dante Russo. Yes, I loved it actually. Then there's King of Pride. It's about Kai Young and what was the female's name again? Okay, it's Isabella. Okay, it's Isabella. King of Pride. Kai Young and Isabella's story. So in this, they were in a allied club, and their dating the customers are actually very prohibited. So this book actually revolves around that. And Isabella is a struggling writer. She's an author. Then I have King of Greed. It's Dominic and Alexandra's story. So they are in love, have been in love for a long time, and they build an empire together. And the things changes when Dominic starts to prioritize his company and money over Alexandra. So it's basically a second chance romance. Then I have King of Sloth. It's Xavier's and Snow's story. So she is a high-powered publicist, and Xavier is her client. I'm sorry, it's been so long since I have read these books, so I'm just kidding. But actually, Anna Hunt's books are really, you should just start reading them up. Then I have the latest book, King of Envy. Oh my god, I love this book. Fuke and Ayana's story. I loved it. You should actually read this book up. Fuke is actually Anna's fiance's best friend. It is a very interesting concept, and the way Anna written the character Fuke, I mean, it's so incredible. Then I have the most loved Dark Wars series. The first book in this series is The Predator, Tristan Kent's and Marona's story. This book is enemies to lover. I loved it. I have loved these 6 books with my all heart. I ate them up and I left no crumbs. And then this is The Reaper. These 2 books are about the same couple, Tristan and Marona, and this book is enemies to lover, and The Reaper revolves around their ongoing love and building themselves. So these books are of the same couples, and I loved it. And basically I love Tristan more than Dante's. In booktok, we have seen that Dante is more loved, but basically I'm so a Tristan girl. Then this is The Emperor, Dante Marani's and Amara's story. So Amara has a basically very bad past, and Dante just helps her heal about it. So yeah, this book is also very good. Like, it's a, for me it's a 5 out of 4.5 star read. Then we have in this series The Finisher. So The Finisher revolves around Alpha and Zephyr's story. So Alpha,
3 hours later.
this book is basically a sunshine story. It doesn't have so much of darkness in it, but yes, you should read it up. Then we have The Annihilator. It's actually revolves around Dane Blackthorns and Lila's story, and according to me, this is very good book. Like, after Tristan and Marona's stories, I love this Dane and Lila's story. It's a very good try if you're into dark romance books. Then it's the last book of Dark Wars series, The Syndicator, and basically it's the latest release of Ronex. That's how you pronounce her name, right? Runex, right? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So this book revolves around all the 4 couples and individual perspectives, and this story just goes on and relieves the secrets that were built up in the previous books. So yeah. And then I have 2 mangas, Berserk, that's how you pronounce it, right? And Monster. I haven't read them actually. So these are unread books of my TBR.
समझ रहे हो समझ रहे हो आप समझ रहे हो
These are 2 mangas, and I am actually a really very big fan of anime. So yeah, these are 2 mangas I have here. I have 3 books of H.T. Carlton, and the first is duology, Hunting Adeline. That is the story of Zaid Meadows and Adeline Riley's story, and he's her stalker. And these books are the most popular of BookTok. So yeah, check the trigger warnings first before starting a book and you're into going into a dark romance. So just check out the trigger warnings first. Then I have Where's Molly. This book is what was his name again? Cage and Molly's story, where she just gets disappear and he finds her at a farm, I guess, surrounded by pigs. That was the scene. That's what I remember. Then I have Maid series. I loved it. I devoured this series. So these are the three books, Maid Men series by Daniel Laurie. The first is The Sweetest Oblivious, then it's The Maddest Obsession, and it's last, The Darkest Temptation. The Sweetest Oblivion revolves around Nico and Elena's story, and the second book revolves around Christian Lister and Gianna's story, and the third book revolves around Mia's and Ronan's story. The third book is one of the most favorite ones of mine. I loved Ronan Markov. That's questionable, but why? No questions asked, basically. Then I have Camorra Chronicles series by Cora Riley. I loved it. I actually love this series so much. The first book we have Twisted Loyalties. The book revolves around Fabiano and Leona's story. He's the enforcer of Camorra, and the book is normal, I guess, but it's one of the good reads. Okay. Then we have Twisted Emotions. This book is Nino Falcone's and Chiara. It's one of the best book I have read, and he's actually a very detached person. He doesn't feel emotions. So yeah, it's a arranged marriage story. Then we have my favorite book, Twisted Pride. The Capo You Are, Remo, the Capo You Are. I loved it. This man had me on a chokehold, but yeah, I love this book. I love this book. Then we have Twisted Bonds, the continuation of the story of Nino and Chiara's. Their stories continues in this book. Then we have Twisted Hearts and Twisted Craving, Savio and Edamo's stories, if that's how you pronounce their name. Books are normal, okay? These are not 5 out of 5, but yeah, good one. You can just read it once. Then I have the Lot series. This one is, I haven't read them, but I'm just going to show you out. The first is The Ritual. I have here, I guess it's Wraith and Blackley. That's how you pronounce her name, I guess. This book is of those characters. And then it's The Sinner, the second book in the series. Then it's The Sacrifice, the third book. Then it's Sabotage, and the last and the thickest of all, Carnage. And this is the trilogy by Lauren, Powerless series. It's a fantasy romance and basically young adult fantasy romance. The first book I have here is Powerless. The second is Powerful. That's if I am right. And I have read the first book, but I haven't read the second because I don't have the physical copy of that one. And then the third book is Reckless, and the fourth book is Fearless. And then I have two books of Avena. she's one of the best writers I have encountered, and these two books I actually loved her writing. I loved how she writes and loved the plot twist and the content in this book. So just check out the trigger warnings if you are going into dark romance. The first book I have here is Skin of Sinner. I have read this book and I loved it. The book revolves around Roman and uh, Isabella. I guess that was her name, right? And the first chapter was a blast where he just kills her for rest of family. So yeah, then I have Death's Obsession. Oh my god, I loved it. I love this book, and he's a grim reaper. Wow. Then I have three books of Colin Hoover, and the first is Verity, a thriller book, good one. And then I have Ugly Love, one of the worst reads. To be honest, I'm not actually disrespecting anyone, but still. And then I have November 9. It was basically a good read for me, so no hate. And then we have here is Devil's Night. Oh my god, this series is so popular. I mean, I have no words, but basically, I haven't read this one. So, the first book is Corrupt. I was halfway through this book, I guess 50% in, and I couldn't go on with it because basically, I was not connecting to the book, I guess, and it's actually very dark. So, I just took a break from this book. The second in the series is Hideaway, and then it's Kill Switch, it's Nightfall, and last is Fahrenheit. I have read the Kill Switch that revolves around Damon's story, and he is one of the best book directors. I have these two books of Lauren and Willow Winter. Okay, this book is Biggest Spider by Lauren and Willow Winter. I haven't read this book. This is on my TBR, and this is by Willow Winters. All He Will Ever Be. I mean, I have got so good reviews about this book. So yeah, I will just check it out. And then we have the most popular booktok books, the Royal Elite series. So the first book in this series is Cruel King. Yes, I have read and I love this book. Levi King, The Man You Are. Then I have David King, Elsa's and Aiden's story. Yes, good one, good one. It was actually, I guess, 5 out of 4-point read. So yeah, of course, Steel Princess. So I haven't read this book, but this book is Eden and Elsa's story again, and Twisted Kingdom is also their book. Then I have Black Knight. This book is Xander's story, and Kimberly, I guess that's how you pronounce her name, right? So then it comes Vicious Prince, and this book is Teal, and what was the... yes, it's Ronan Esther and Teal. This Ruthless Empire I have right here. It's Cole Nash, and it was what her name, Silver. Yeah, this book revolves around their story, and yes, I have just the starting of these two books, and then we have a short story about Royal Elite. It's all the 5 couples in here. So yeah, this is the last book. And then I have the Monster Trilogy by Rena Kent. The Blood of My Monster, The Lies of My Monster, and then the last book of the trilogy is Heart of My Monster. So yeah, I guess I would just make a vlog about these reading 3 books, the trilogy. So yeah, and then I have these 3 books, the White Knight, the Metamorphosis, and How to Kill Your Family. So these are the 3 books I have right here. And then I have the book set for Shatter Me series. I got the whole book set, the whole book box, and this is the first book in the Shatter Me series. And I mean, just you can just have a look. So these were all the books I have talked about, books I have been talking about. So yeah, it was in total of 71 books I have, and there were 2-3 books that I haven't included in this video. That's because the quality was not so good, but I think I will just give you a brief about these books I have here. So first is, I guess you can just look at it, the Remember Me and the Fault in Our Stars. The quality is not so good about these books. So last is the Bell Jar. So yeah, these were in total of 73 books, including these 3 that I showed. So yeah, so follow me for more bookish content, subscribe and like to the channel, and bye bye book besties. ITBR. Berserk. So yeah.